You know how you want to kill your significant partner, but you love them no matter what anyway? That's what this show is about. This is I Love You, I Kill You. Non, je ne regrette rien.
No, you need to do a proper opening.
Non, je ne regrette rien. You do it. Hey,
Hello.
everybody. Welcome to the show. I love you guys. I kill you guys. I'm here with my main girl. I'm here with my main guy. Hello, everybody.
Imagine if I was like, I don't want to do it anymore, but you were like, I want to do it still, so you just started making up voices by
Hey,
yourself.
so how's it going there? Oh, well, I'm doing pretty good, you know.
I heard that.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Hey,
How you guys doing?
we managed 2 whole weeks in a row. God,
Yeah.
you're very out of breath.
I'm not.
Yeah, you're panting.
Ew. Yeah, so this is the Love You or Kill You, the show where we talk about how much we love each other and how we will kill each other despite the love and
Yeah.
love things.
Mm-hmm.
So today's topic is up to my esteemed colleague this week. Last week it was mine, and now this week is hers.
Okay, so this isn't as well planned as yours.
It's
And
okay.
it came to me almost on a whim.
Okay.
So for a bit of context, today we were walking back from the gym,
Yeah.
and Gabriel decided he wanted to talk to me about Dune. And
Dune? Oh, the book,
yeah,
the movie.
and I don't know how well people know me, but this ain't my vibe.
Yeah, she hates.
So-
It's funny because she thinks she has like the attitude towards nerdy stuff as if it's still the 1990s, where it's like nerd and you throw them
But
in
you
a
know
locker.
what? My attitude isn't because it's nerdy. I just think like there's so many more realistic, great movies, great literature out there, and you choose to read one about sand dunes or whatever it's about.
Oh yeah, like the movie we just saw recently, Sydney White. What?
You're so annoying.
Sydney White. We watched this movie. It's called Sydney White. It's on Netflix. It's like 20 years old now at this point. It's with Amanda Bynes, who the whole time I was watching, I'm like, hey, this movie kind of reminds me of the classic Snow White. And I don't know if you want your name on this, but my esteemed colleague was like, no, what are you, stupid? No. And I'm
I
like,
didn't say that. You just are such a know-it-all that he decided to talk over the whole movie, and anytime there was one reference to Snow White, see, it's Snow White. But so I didn't want to give you that success because you're being so annoying.
So
and
her
I
name
got
is
it. I got
Sydney
it.
White, and then instead of 7 dwarfs, there's 7 dorks, and they're all these 7 dorky dudes. And then there's the evil witch, and then instead of the mirror, you know, like the wicked witch of the world, she's like, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? But instead it's 2007, so it's like MySpace instead. And she.
For someone who just explained how bad this movie was, you sure are explaining a lot of it to whoever's listening. Which brings me on to the topic.
Yeah.
Gabriel, the reason I want to kill you this week is because you bore the shit out of me.
No.
And that story that you just told about Sydney White was equally as boring.
Well, I was trying to explain about
If
the book.
someone tells you they're not interested, honestly, the walk to the gym is maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Half of the way back, you were trying to talk to me about Dune. And I honestly...
So I'm listening to the audiobook. What's really interesting about it is that every character in the audiobook has its own voice actor. And I'm like, wow, it feels like I'm in the world.
Oh,
anyway.
God. Oh.
So how is this the topic?
To the point where, actually, let's take a breather there. I sound really like a bitch not listening to you just talk about this book for 7 minutes. But it was to the point where Gabriel was like, I just have to talk about it. And he was at the traffic light, probably stood 6 foot away from me because I didn't want to listen to him, talking to himself with hand motions and everything.
I'm like, oh.
So he just looked like a
I know.
a crazy
And one guy was
person.
laughing at me. But I think he was laughing at our fun dynamic, though. He's like, look at these two.
Me saying saying it out loud, I do sound like an awful person now, but
No.
Gabriel's very aware of how much
Yeah, she hates
don't
it.
like sci-fi.
And then my brother and his fiance. I'm like, you guys are gonna see Dune? And they're like, yeah. And so they're both at Dune having a nice time.
Well, maybe you should just be in a throuple with your brother.
Well,
and his
I don't have any friends to watch movies with, and my best friend has never been indoors since COVID. He's terrified, and
You mean me?
well, you love being indoors.
Okay, so I was thinking that I could kill you through boredom, so an eye for an eye.
Yeah.
But after some, let's say, very, very brief scientific research, as in maybe about 5 minutes ago, you said, let's do I Love You, I Kill You. And I said, okay, let me do research. And it took me about 2.5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I found out through this brief research that it's not been scientifically proven that you can kill someone through boredom. However, you can cause severe mental health problems.
Really?
So you can
Like
cause
boredom?
anxiety, depression, and this ultimately could lead to death. So that makes things a bit trickier.
So what about, when like you take like a rat or like a monkey and you put it in a cage and there's nothing in there and eventually it goes crazy? They don't die eventually, or they
Well,
just go?
that's a severe mental health problem. Then it might, there's cases like, have you seen the whales in the tanks? That purposefully beach themselves, or is it dolphins or whatever? I guess that's.
Yeah.
But it's more like suicide due to boredom.
Yeah.
Which is so sad.
Or they attack like the trainers or something.
Yeah. So that seems pretty shitty, in all honesty.
Well, you want to get back at me somehow, So what would you do is you would take me and put me in one of your lectures that last 24 years or something. And it's like your supervisor telling me like some science stuff every single, like nonstop for like.
It's funny because that's what Gabriel kept talking to me about Dune, so I started talking to him about science.
But the thing is, I don't understand anything about what she's talking about, so I'm just like, I don't know what you're saying. It's not boring me. I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I know you said something about amplifying little sea monkeys or something or whatever.
Yes, I'm a marine biologist. So that seemed more tricky, and I honestly don't think it's that nice. I don't although, well, we're talking hypothetically because I don't want you to die and I don't want to kill you, but hypothetically, if I got to that point where I did want to kill you, chances are I'd want it to be fairly swift, fairly quick.
Yeah.
It seems quite manipulative and quite cruel.
Yeah.
To make you that bored.
Is there any cases of people like being taken? You have a case?
I have 3.
3?
Same way you did it.
Oh.
2, one's right and 2 are not.
Okay.
And as I just said to you off podcast, I do find it quite sad.
Yeah. So disclaimer, like we're just reading the stories for educational purposes.
What we have is 2 generated by ChatGPT.
Oh, okay.
Just titles and 1 real one.
Okay.
See whether you can figure out the real one. ChatGPT, I should just take the answers that it spits out because sometimes they're very, very obscure.
Yeah. So I tried doing something with ChatGPT and it refused to like summarize it. It was like, nope, go on the website. I'm like, oh, that's not very. I see I'm boring you already. Again, I was like, okay.
It's quite rude of me. Maybe I need to practice patience more than anything.
No, I am boring.
No. Okay. Situation 1. So these are just like the titles. Feel free to ask more details if you like of any of the 3. And I'll try and give you a realistic answer, even if I've not thought about it. Because the 2 incorrect ones, I have titles, but I've not thought about anything logistically.
But remember, what gave away last time was the names, right?
Yeah,
so
but
you need to come up with fake names.
Or not.
Or no names.
Okay. First scenario. I'm going to mix them up as well.
Okay. Sure. Yes.
Okay. I thought you were trying to look at the answers.
No.
We're going old school. We've got it written on paper. So first one, bored office worker stumbled upon dangerous online game that led to his ultimate demise.
That sounds really cool.
Death?
Well, no, not the death part, but actually none of that sounds cool. But wait, is that the story or is that the whole thing?
That's like, I'm just giving you the headlines. I'll give you all 3 and then you can ask me questions about them.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
Is that fine?
Yeah.
Second one. Australian college student shot dead in the US by local high school boys because they were bored.
Woo. Okay, that's intense.
Okay, third scenario. Bored high schooler lured into secret gathering by older stranger.
So the only thing to do with boredom in that one is that he was like bored, but there's
That's a female.
was he even bored though?
That's a female.
Oh shit. Okay, that's sad.
Yeah. Any questions?
Okay, so
any queries?
how about this? For the kids that what was it, like students shot a person? What was it?
Australian college student shot dead in the US.
I was gonna say, like, is that from Florida? But it's Australian.
But it's in the US.
Oh, okay. Where was the boy shot? Was it Florida?
Oklahoma.
Okay. Because I was gonna say in Australia they don't have guns, right? They took away all the guns.
But this is in the US.
Oh, sorry.
You're not on your podcast
now. Oklahoma. And how old was the boy?
23.
Whew. Okay, I'm gonna keep my judgment for the end. Okay.
Okay. Would you like me to remind you of another one?
Yeah.
Bored office worker stumbled upon dangerous online game.
What type of work did he do?
Admin, data entry.
Data entry. And
he was a bit older. He was 42.
He's 42. He's not that old.
A bit older. The last one was 23.
Oh, okay.
Well, high school.
And it was a game?
Yeah.
What was the game? What the hell is this game?
Let me tell you about this. So, you know the game Russian Roulette?
Yeah.
So it was like that, but he just thought it was like, fun, Russian Roulette, who's going to get shot. But it was so fucked up that it was actually and it was big stakes, so he thought he could win a lot of money because it was like gambling and stuff. But it turned out the shooting aspect was real, and someone came to his house after he took and was shot.
Wait, what?
He lost it. Yeah.
So he's like, oh wow, this is interesting. I can make a lot of money.
Well, I think this, we're talking about boredom and mental health problems. So this guy, I think he had a gambling addiction as it was. So when you've been addicted to online gambling and it's so easily accessible, you're looking for something that's going to be a bit more thrilling, right?
Yes. Okay.
So he found this really extreme game that had really high stakes, so he could earn a lot of money, and he had to put a very little amount of money in.
But the trade-off is someone comes to your home.
I know, but it was so many people, because the prize was so big, there was so many people involved in the game. He just happened to be the one who got shot. And then someone came to his house.
It's okay.
So there's people playing all over the world.
Whoa.
It's online.
And so then it goes like, and they pick you, and it's kind of like a wheel that goes like around, let's say, and then, and eventually, and it landed on him. Yeah.
And he just thought, it's just a fun game, blah, 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 and he put like whatever, a pound, I don't know where he was actually, pound in or whatever, and then it ended up being real.
And I can play this game right now?
Well, I wouldn't recommend it.
Can I assign you up for the game?
We'll try and get the money for our wedding. Might end up dead.
That's kind of screwed up, because you can sign anybody. Let's say if I sign up an enemy or something. It's like a potential...
Well, I guess they've got webcams on or whatever. I don't know.
Webcams. Okay. All right. And what was the other one?
Bored high schooler lured into secret gathering by older stranger.
Ooh. Okay. How are they lured?
I don't know, actually. It could either have been online or in person.
So this is like just totally... It could be like this. It could be like...
Well, there wasn't details of it.
So they were lured?
Lured. Tricked.
Okay.
Maybe they were... I think they were told that there was going to be like other younger people there to hang out with. It was going to be this
and she wanted
great
to, like,
party.
Something to do on the weekend.
Bored of your everyday life. Especially if you live in like a small town. Like nothing else going on.
How many people were at this secret gathering?
There was no gathering. She was just murdered.
I got tricked. I was like, "Whoa, that sounds like a fun party."
This sounds like your ideal scenario as a lonely teenager. A party?
Oh no. Okay, for some reason I thought it was like a gathering of people murdering one woman, but I guess it was like,
like some sort of cult situation.
So
I'm sure there are cases like that. It's not that unreasonable.
Yeah. Okay, so she got... Oh, that's really sad.
You too.
Okay, I'm going to tell you which... Okay, first I'm going to tell you which ones I think are fake. Tell me at the end, though. Okay, fake was the online game. Totally fake. Don't say if it is or not. Number 2, what I think is fake is the luring one. I think that's fake. And the one that's real, I think, is the boys getting bored and shooting somebody.
Correct.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I should in future. I was quite good at lying with that game one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it sounds like more of an episode of Black Mirror than anything.
Yeah, it doesn't sound real. Like it doesn't sound.
But it could be.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to
Like
fuck
the
with
black
people's
market or
minds,
something?
you could do that.
Yeah.
There's like these Chinese gambling rings and stuff that are quite intense, right?
Yeah.
God, I surprised myself with how good I am at lying.
That was good. That was a little
Better hope I never cheat.
I was like, if you can play that game, that would be, I don't know, like that would be really scary.
Yeah. No, but the Australian college student one was true, and he was shot by like 15, 16-year-olds because they were bored, and these were like regular teenagers. Like they had scholarships, they played basketball, baseball, wrestling,
and they had
drumming.
a gun.
They had a gun and
Could've
shot him.
Oh wow! Did they want to kill him, or they just wanted to fuck with him, or?
Well, yeah, he was just out on a jog. This guy.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I remember when I was in a kid. I was like 16. I was on my bike, and there was like these like 11-year-old kids, and they started chasing me around. Like, I was so scared because they were chasing me so fast, and I was biking.
These were 11-year-old kids.
Maybe they're 12 or 13, and I was like 17 or something, and they were chasing, and they didn't see. They were big kids. So I get it. It was scary.
You remind me of Michael in The Office where he's beat up by a girl. Yeah, but this is a 23-year-old man.
Oh wow! So and
he was just out running.
And this is a gun.
The most fuck America. Sorry if there's anyone from the US listening, but it's a very fucked up country. Like, so one of the people interviewed from the neighborhood was like, "I've lived here 8 years and I've never locked my door."
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "This is America. You don't expect these things." And in my head, I'm like, that's exactly what I expect in America. If you legalize guns, where the fuck else is it going to happen other than America? Like, what? Who is this man? Like, what is he thinking? Of course it's America.
Yeah, but the problem is, like, these are kids that have a gun. How do they get the gun is the thing. Like,
probably from their parents, if everyone has them. It's more believable in America than anywhere else in the world.
Anywhere else. No, for sure. It's not like Finland. You won't hear that story.
Yeah.
You wouldn't hear, or
Australia.
Yeah, this guy from... But the thing in Australia, there's way more dangerous shit than guns. There's like stingrays and like sandworms and...
Yeah, but you can avoid them if you want to.
But like spiders...
You don't go out for a run and a stingray comes up and gets you. You're right, girl. Flies out of the seat and chases you like those 11-year-olds chased you.
You know what's funny? I saw them again a month later and they chased me again. I was like so scared. And I was with like a girl, I think.
Did you speak to them?
No, they were just started chasing me and they started kicking my bike. Oh my god.
Are you traumatized by this? Have you seen them since?
No.
Is this the guy that works in Cafe St. Rock?
No. He was a dickhead too. Those are really good stories. That was very well done. Very scary.
Thank you.
So how
would you kill me? I think I'd be more likely to kill you because you were making me really bored.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, I would have to tie you down and here, I know. Here, I'll be back in a second.
Are you going to tie me up or something? No. Gabriel's just ran away. Oh, it's not that guy with the YouTube, is it?
Across from hall banged open, and an ugly lump of a man lurched through it, preceded by a handful of weapons.
Is this a gentleman?
Johnny Halleck, are you the new weapons master?
It's the different
Halleck
voices.
kicked the door shut with one heel.
That's the same guy as that other boring book you recommended.
No.
What was it? The one where he also recommended a book for me where the guy was trapped in a room for the rest of his life. What are you gonna talk about if he's in one room? And I said to Gabriel, does it go back in time? Like, does he talk about his past? No.
Well, this is interesting because it's all the different voices. If I played that to you, from beginning till end, it's a 21-hour book, right? You'll be dead by the end of it. By the end of 21 hours, you'd be like, or you would have either strangled yourself or like you would have been the first person to stop breathing on purpose.
You know, yeah. If you provided snacks, I would probably be okay with it because I just entertain myself eating and having a little drink and stuff.
But then you would enjoy the book eventually. You'd be like,
well, I'm sure I bloody would, but I've got better things to do with my time than listen
but
to.
you, but you could do it at the gym if you're on a walk. Listen to a nice book.
I'll listen to a nice book. Yeah, well, not a science fiction book.
So how would I? So the way I would kill you, I guess, would be like that: play Dune to you, and then make you go watch the movie with me
You know
and my
what
brother.
I thought you were gonna play. You know, those YouTube videos you watch about them just showing them play video games.
Oh yeah.
They're really
Those
dull.
are really
Also,
nerdy. Those are very boring.
yeah.
It's like, this is Banjo-Kazooie. They play. It's from 1997 and quite interesting gameplay. It's.
What would be the most boring thing I could do to you?
I think like bringing me to one of those potlucks or something. Or like a park hang or something.
You don't come anyway, though.
Oh my god, the most boring.
He's talking about potlucks with my colleagues.
The thing is, it's not that bad. It's and the food is all right, but it's like nobody speaks anything. Everyone speaks English, but nobody speaks.
It's quite serious.
It's a very serious hangout, and everyone's like, "So, how's you?" And then but everyone's like, "Good," and then that's it. That's the whole conversation. And then it's up to you to come up with all the talking points, and you're the most interesting person there. And
I probably am, but I'm
Yeah.
also quite boring.
But the thing is, you're also trying to be very professional at the same time. So you can't be like joke around too much, you know? And then the thing is, I have a beer and I start saying fuck a bit, and you're like, what? The game rule? Take it easy. And I'm like, you're right.
Stop it with the blasphemy.
And then
It's not even blasphemy. Curse words.
Yeah.
What do people call it? You know, proper people who say
oh, profanity.
profanity.
Yeah. But that's not so bad. But it is. If it was like every day for the rest of my life, I would be like, what's up?
Nothing.
How long are we doing?
God, you're very paranoid about this recorder.
Well,
I
usually-
was only having a look.
No, I'm because I don't want to lose anything. So that's pretty funny. those parties.
I hope no one's listening.
Nah, it's fine. They know it.
No, also out of context, we like a good drink, I'd say.
Yeah.
Probably more than the next person.
Yeah. I know.
And they don't really drink.
Mm-hmm.
And we also like to eat a lot of terrible food, and they eat relatively healthy, so they are quite sensible events.
Where do they get their rocks off?
Rocks. I thought you were asking about an ingredient for the food thing. Where do they get their rocks from? I don't know what they do, in all honesty. Watching TV.
But we do that too.
I know, but we find TV a bit boring, don't we? Sometimes.
Yeah, I do.
And then we end up doing stuff like this just to kill a bit of time.
I know, it's not bad. Oh, wait a minute. We can be podcasting. We can't talk about the. I'm trying to think. How would you kill my mom?
Okay, if that's where it's coming to, I think we should end it now.
No, really. Okay, I think what would make my mom bored, because
You know what? Anything.
yeah, she comes over and then we make let's say you make the food, and then she's like, okay, what do we do now? Like, and then
What if we play like classical music in a game like Scrabble?
First of all, she would be like,
Even if we played normal music and played Scrabble.
yeah, man, is Scrabble a boring game?
Should we play Scrabble next?
As we watch the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, all right. Well, I guess that was good enough of an episode.
Sorry, everyone.
No, that was good.
I'm pleased that we're still sticking to the classic format where you talk about how good it is at the end.
I'm trying to think. What's another story?
Let's not drag it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, guys. Miss you. Love you. Kill you.